Here we are once again in Hockeytown, USA, where the St.Cloud Sirens will host the Quebec Power in our 5th game here in week number 1, season number 1 of what is known as SPL Extras. Thank you for tuning into the SPL Network. My name is Darth. Let's get to know the players that are going to be on the ice for this one. St.Cloud Sirens coming off a big win in a big way, looking to make it a twosome. If they win tonight, they will be first place, marching out of the first week of the season. Quebec Power, 0-1. Not looking too great for them. They want to win. They want to win now. They only have 5 games in the regular season. Both these teams do. Both of them looking for these big 2 points. You win in regulation, you get 2 points. You lose in overtime, you get 1 point on the standings. You lose in regulation, you get nothing. So, you do what you can, you take what you need to, and you move on from it. Right now, the Quebec Power picking up Brody from the free agent pool. Right now, Nair and Beggs in the lobby, waiting to rock, waiting to roll for the Quebec Power. Alongside them, they have Blank, PP, and Big Trout. Big Trout, big numbers coming out of that first game. Kept it close. Quebec Power really sticking in there, sticking with the best of them during that matchup. And I think he's got what it takes to keep this squad together. But we'll see how much weight he's able to pull as the season progresses onwards. But Quebec Power previously took on the Michigan Mallards, a 5-1 defeat. It was very humbling, but nonetheless, they're feeling it out, and they're punching up the ballot here tonight, and we'll see what they got. For the St. Cloud Sirens, picking up Zantle down from the open division, coming out of the Carolina Bassmasters as well. Big Trout, Zantle, 2 teammates potentially being down there on the ice here tonight, getting close to finding themselves in an IM spot going into next season. Got some talent, got some skill on the end of their tape, and we'll see what they got for us in 4v4. Yeah, well, I don't know what's going to happen tonight, Saint. If I was a betting man, I'd put it down on the Sirens, but I feel like they're a little bit of the overdog here in this matchup. This is their last matchup here in week number 1. They found an 11-1 victory, the St. Cloud Sirens over the Montreal Maple Syrups, 11-1. The only mercy roll we've had so far this season. Might not be the last one. Depending on how this one transpires here tonight, we still got 5 minutes until the drop of this puck, unless they want to get underway early. That's entirely up to them. If they join and they want to rock with it, lean with it, and see where they want to bob and weave with it, I'm not gonna stop them. We got 3 players in the lobby. It's me, Nair, and Beggs. So while they're vibing it out, we're sitting up here in the booth analyzing some of the stats. Speaking of stats, let's take a look at the oddshot players to watch here for this matchup. Big Trout coming out of the corner for the Quebec Power. A .273 save percentage. The man's seen a lot of shots. He's made a lot of saves. Hasn't found a point so far this season, but that's neither here nor there. The man's got what it takes to hem up the crease. We'll see if he can keep that good vibe rolling on for the boys in red. And, of course, for the St. Cloud Sirens, Raid himself, the former Kansas City Sniper, turned to, I think, the Newark Niconics, if I'm not mistaken. Naples Niconics? There it is. Naples Niconics. I forgot because their abbreviation is NAPN, and that's what they be doing. That's how I was introduced to the name, and so that's how I'm just going to remember it. Raid, softest hands of Season 1, down in the open division of SPL. Looks to take his talents to 4v4. Throwing on some offense. Throwing it on hot. 8 points out of the team's 11 total during that last matchup against the Montreal Maple Syrups. Looking to get some more points here before the night is over. He leads the team in goals scored. He leads the team in points gained. And he's the majority of their offense so far. 7 shots, 6 goals. Looking pretty good for the St. Cloud Sirens. Let's see if he can keep it up here tonight. Also, high save percentage on the team. So he's tied in a 4-way tie with Delu, Jamian, Lazura, and himself. But yeah, we'll see what they got. We'll see what they got for us here tonight. And I'm excited to see these 2 teams clash down at center ice. Taking a look at the standings before we get into this one here in a few moments. Right now, the Michigan Mallards lead the league. 2 wins, no losses. Nobody's able to quite dance with them so far here this season. Their 2 games were against the Quebec Power with a 5-1 victory, and the Boston Blue Semicircles 5-4 was the result of that matchup. Both those games happening, I believe it was 2 nights ago, Wednesday night. Maple Syrups finding themselves 1-1 on the season will be leapt over if the Sirens pull off a victory. Of course, if the Quebec Power find themselves a win, they'll move up into possibly the 2 spot. That's up for debate. I think we're going to goal differential after the first and foremost tiebreaker, which is just standing points. But if the Quebec Power find themselves a victory here tonight, they will have themselves a 3-way tie for second. Of course, the top 4 teams out of these 6 will make the playoffs here this season after these 3 weeks of the regular season are over. So everybody's looking for those much coveted spots, and everybody plays each other once to do so. Hot Tamales playing tonight at 11 p.m. Don't know if we have a broadcaster for that because I'll be down there on the ice trying my hardest to not be bad at the game. So if we have a broadcaster, we do. If we don't, all well. Yeah, that's really all I got for you. Boston Blue Semicircle is losing in overtime against the one and only. I think it was the Maple Syrups, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 4-5 the result of that matchup. Very close, not broadcasted matchup. Only game that's not been broadcasted so far here this season, and one that I would much like to get back if it was up to me. But I was busy that night, and I don't really know about it. But yeah, Team Louise, Team Boston Blue Semicircles, looking to get a few games extra in here before the first week is over. Their second week availability is not the best, in words of Louise. Taking a look at the stats of that 5-4 overtime victory for the Boston Blues, or the overtime loss from Boston to Montreal. I can't read these stats. I don't have titles anywhere on these stats. Goal scorers: Craig had 2 goals, Louise with 1, Stellar with 1. On the other side of the belt, Charles 2 goals for Montreal. Hershey 1 goal, Rick with 2. It looks like the game winner was scored by Rick. Good stuff there. Louise, the majority of the possession time, had some great saves in that matchup. Right now, Louise leads the league in save percentage, saving 60% of the shots he has faced, 17 stopped pucks on his 30 shots against, really showing us what's what back on the defensive side of the puck. But that's his story. Tonight, we tell another one. Quebec Power, St.Cloud Sirens. Both these teams must gain points. Everybody only gets one shot at each other, so this matchup is going to be crucial to both of these teams' playoff runs. Quebec Power got a lot of new talent on the ice, only players with previous but just competitive slapshot experience. I've seen Brody around for a while, don't know if he's playing tonight, does not look like it. It's going to be Blank, PP, Vegs, and Nair. But Blank and Vegs have never played professional slapshot before. Of course, Blank looking to join next season. PP was a Season 1 or Season 2 Los Angeles Royal over in the Western Division. Put his prominence out there. It was fun to watch. It's got to be said, got to be noted. I cast a few of his matches. If I'm not mistaken, I remember vividly either watching Skiz casting or me casting him myself. Very fun player to watch. Deals with the ping, and he's going to be doing that same here tonight. Of course, with the St.Cloud Sirens, a lot of intermediate talent on their roster. Delu, Berm, Lazura, J-Man, all playing in the intermediate division. Lazura, Berm, and Delu all playing for the Kotakuk Kingpins, which won the championship here this season in IM. Of course, Raid down with the Naples Niconics. Xantel playing for the Carolina Bassmasters down in the open division. So it's a little bit more of a mixed bag for the Sirens. Of course, Duluth, Lazura, Xantel, Raid, your starting lineup for the St. Cloud Sirens. Quebec Power have Nair, Vegs, PP, and Blank once again. But as soon as they're ready to rock, we'll get this one down on the ice, and Xantel is going to go take a bathroom break. So while he's doing that, once again, this is the SPL Extras. Didn't really take too long thinking about a name. We're thinking more about the process of how the game's going to get played, what's the format going to be, and that was where our focus was at. This is SPL Extras, not to be confused with just the official Slapshot Premier League. This is a branch-off league where we play 4-on-4. That's why we got 7 roster spots to try to help accommodate with the scheduling undertaking. Everybody plays 1 to 2 games a week. Nothing much, nothing major. I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't. Your guess is as good as mine. Big Trout not in the lobby here for the Quebec Power, so we'll see how Quebec is able to fill in the potholes on the defensive side. 8 players ready to rock, 8 players ready to roll. We're taking it down on the ice for the first time here tonight. Quebec on the left side, St. Cloud on the right. The puck is dropped, the game is on, the game capture decides to show up, and we have ourselves a ball game. Right off the crack of the bat, a good long-distance shot, hits a body along the way. Here's Nair with the puck for Quebec, trying to collapse on that one. Lazura gets it to the net. Nice save there by Blank, sends this one off the near side after the ricochet. Nair with a long-distance chop of the bat. Delu there awarded that block. Going to take that possession out towards that top side. Gets this one along the wall. Lazura keeps on keeping on as Blank meets him on the far side wall. Raid picks it up along the corner. Off the backhand, hits the hip of Nair down into the near side corner. Into the Quebec zone. Blank, Raid goes off to the near side to Delu. Shooting far side, and that one goes barely wide. Blank coming out of the crease to chase after it. Lazura here with possession off that forehand, trying to send this one back defensively over to his captain here in the Forest League. Here's Delu for the St. Cloud Sirens. 4:16 to go here in the first period of action. Only one shot hitting the cage so far. Zancil look for the one-timer out in front, not able to find a blue jersey to crack that one home. DeLu here regains possession at his own blue line, sent down the near side as that one chops down the full 200 foot of ice. Zancil thrown to the top side, off the backhand, out in front. Raid here gets a chance at it, off the backhand, Poling not able to get the shot off. And that one leaks out to the far side corner. DeLu goes down to the near side to Zancil, looks for the wraparound shooting. Nice save by Blank. Oh, just along the goal line. He's able to answer the door right at the last minute before the pizza guy gets back in the car and says we'll try again later. 3:45 to go. We're still scoreless. Lazura near side down to Raid. Raid off that forehand, looking to take this one coast to coast. Top side out to DeLu at the point. Brought down to the slot. That one, it hits the side of the goal, comes back out in front. PP there, what of that save, sent down behind the enemy cage. DeLu tries to find some open room to work with. Raid sent this one back to the neutral zone. Here's Lazura over to Nair, shooting, scores! And there's our first notch in the belt here tonight. The Quebec Power find themselves a fortunate son back between the hash marks, and Nair with an empty 4x6 in front of him does not miss that mark more times than not. 3 minutes, 22 seconds remaining here in the first period of action. Quebec lead at 1-0. Raid chasing after it on the near side. Trying to bring this one back out and around town. Zancil getting a piece of that one. Lazura out in front of the crease, scores off the the backhand, rather. Raid sitting on the top side, just abiding his time. Lazura awarded that assist, and that little shuffleboard magic going a long way for the Sirens. They're tied at 1s against the Power here in the first. And another one right from the hip finds itself into the twine. 3:05 to go here in the first. Only seconds elapsing off the clock, and a great backhand shot from the point finds itself to be true. And the Sirens, just like that, have 2 unanswered goals and the lead. Zancil looking towards that near side, pops it out to the far. Lazura handles it back to Zancil, out in front. Nice save by Nair. That one goes off a body out to the neutral zone. DeLu cycles top side. Lazura back to the point. Nobody home right off the immediate draw. Here's Zancil near side, finds Raid. Zancil, first time on 4v4 ice here in the SPLe. And he's making himself known, making his powers noticed, and hitting the grindstone just like the rest of them. That one goes out to the far side, down to the near off-range shot attempt. Zancil swinging a miss, goes off the backhand, back over to DeLu off the window. Zancil down low, goes corner to corner over to Raid. Here's Raid with it now. One of the Iconics' very own finds his way back over to Zancil from the Bassmasters here in Season 8. Nice shot, Blank with a save, goes off the panhandle, off the hip of Raid, and Blank there to deny once again through the crease, out to the far side from Zancil's shot attempt. Nobody there to touch that one home, just stand there and take up some space. Raid, the danger zone, out to Lazura, just off the hip, not able to get that one forward. And the Sirens just putting on a clinic here in the O-zone. The Power looking for any answer at all. DeLu here with it now towards that top side for the boys in blue, down to Raid. Raid here with a forehand out in front, goes off the hip of Lazura, all the way down towards the cage, and just wide off the far side. Wraparound try there by Vegs, and Lazura there to answer that one on the near side post. Nair getting a piece of this one for Quebec. Lazura to DeLu, awarded that save out of the zone, finds his way over to Raid. Raid with a back panhandle, goes off the back end, keeps it along the wall, and Blank will dump this one back down for the Power. And $1:30 to go here in the first. Raid with a nice backhand try, goes off the body of PP. Here's Zancil down in the corner, trying to pop that one back out for the boys in blue. Here's DeLu with it now for the St.Cloud Sirens. To Lazura. Lazura with a minute 18, goes topside. Zancil shooting, hits the post, comes down to Raid, shooting off the side of the cage once again. And that one falls out to the neutral zone at the blue line. PP goes off Vegs. Here's Raid with it now, trying to get this one through the opposition. Not able to find a whole lot of luck through the solid objects that is the opponents. DeLu here has a little bit of leeway, goes off Vegs, empty net, shooting near side and wide, and they're trying to collect that one down low. Off that backhand, sent to the top side. Zancil sent down to the near. Vegs off that backhand, Raid off the backhand as well, not able to find a whole lot of luck on that passing lane. Zancil stopped by PP, slot shot, scores! Oh, what a play. Beautiful one-time pass from the red line down to the danger zone, and Raid pops another biscuit into the oven. They lead by 2. Sirens find themselves on top with 43 to go here in the first. Lazura taking his time back for the St. Cloud Sirens. They found a lot of fortune here in this first period of action. And just like the Mallards game against the Quebec Power, Quebec got on the board first early on in the matchup, and the rest has just been how much defense can they play. Eventually, they will leave a few cracks, and water will just find its way to form to the opponent in its surroundings. And right now, the St. Cloud Sirens really playing like water on that offensive side. Just an adaptation, controlling, and I don't want to say domination because they only have 3 on the board, and I feel like it could be more. But that first period is over. 4 goals on the board. 3 of them from St. Cloud's side, 1 of them from Quebec. Both sides trying their hearts out. Got to commend them. 9 shots finding the enemy cage from St. Cloud, 3 of them from the Quebec side. And that possession time speaks the values of the matchup. St. Cloud on pace to find themselves 120 passes before regulation is over. Will they find it? Will they not? I don't know. I really don't. I couldn't tell you even with 10 foot of the game. But 8 parties ready to rock. 8 parties ready to roll back down on the ice. Second period ready to be underway. St. Cloud Sirens right side. Quebec Power on the left. The puck has dropped. The game is on, and time is ticking almost immediately. Finding a blue goal right from the drop of the puck. Not able to find one. Off the post. That one goes near side and wide. Nair following this one top side out to the point. Vegs gets this one back down low. Nair backhand. Stop by DeLu. Finds his way towards that top side. 4:40 to go here in the second period of action. Over to Raid. Raid down low for the St. Cloud Sirens. Pops it off the forehand over to DeLu. DeLu out in front. Nice stop by Nair and a good try. I believe that was either DeLu or Zantel out between the pipes for the St. Cloud Sirens, trying to find a little fortunate bounce. Nair rockets that one wide. Coming after this one is Veg. Chopped down to the near side. Loose finds his way to Lazura. Nair not making life any easier. Zantel with a long distance chop down. Finds a little bit of room to breathe for his boys. Lazura off the forehand. Not able to take that one away. DeLu chops that one back down into the Quebec zone. Here's Raid with it now. Taking this one down low for St. Cloud. PP getting involved for the Power. Zone goes out to the top side. Zantel here up the backhand. Gets past one. PP collapses on it in the corner. Off the backhand. Gets past Zantel with an unconventional play, but it worked out. Lazura topside looking to break this one down to the near. Oh, what a save off the block and in. And the St. Cloud Sirens will not be denied. 3:51 to go here in the second. And the first save was not enough. 3:51 to go. Play ball. Only a minute 15 elapsing into the second period of action. Only 1 goal. It's wild. 4v4 is a very defensively minded game. And they're playing the feud like they're Steve Harvey right now. Lazura near side, right out in front. Zantel shooting, scoring. Oh my goodness. What a trickle down effect. Finding themselves a little puck luck, and it's going a long way right now. St. Cloud 5, Quebec 1. Zantel topside, forehand shot in. And they're up to 6. And this game may be over. Every match so far that I've seen this season has been whoever hits 5 goals wins the game. 5 or more. That's the number to beat. That's the average game-winning goal number. And St. Cloud already on the board for 6. We'll see if that hypothesis rings true tonight. It is just a theory, a game theory. Haha, Matt Pat. The difference is 5 on the board. If the difference ever hits 10, we call it early. St. Cloud Storm's victory earlier this season, already finding an 11-1 difference on the board, and Raid finding 8 points in that matchup out of the team's total of 11, really putting his profits to show during that matchup. 14 shots to 3, a huge lopsided deficit. And Quebec Power just looking to stay alive, maybe looking to make this a learning game. There with an empty net, looking to just drive it home, and he is the last point of contact. He wanted to leave it, he really did. But the pressure was on by Zantel, and he decides to pocket that one home. And that is all she wrote. Quebec 2. Can they get another halfway through this matchup? They're looking for a little revenge. Here's Lazura to the near side. DeLu off the backhand. Goes off Nair over to PP. PP off the backhand. Just wide off the far side. Out of the reach of Vegs. Right, trade. Trying to find a lane on the far side out to Zantel. Shooting. Oh, what a save by Bank. DeLu chasing after this one towards that top side of the ice. Out in front. Just wide of any opportunistic Sirens player. Zantel off the backhand. Stopped by Vegs. Nair with a chop towards the cage. Goes across the creases. Over to Lazura on the far side lane. Off the backhand. Trying to find a way through the opposition. Zantel thrown down low. The Carolina Bassmaster himself turns Siren top side out to Raid. Raid from Naples. Looking for a hand by Lazura. Forehand off of PP. Top side over to Raid. Raid with a bank pass to himself off the backhand. Bank over to Nair. Thrown down the near side window and goes all the way down to DeLu in the Sirens end. Vegs pressures. Nair with possession. Zanzel awarded that save. Goes off that near side. Popped out to the far side wall. Here's Raid. Stomped away by Pepe. Off the hip. Finds Lazura. Lazura just streaking down Center Avenue. Finds the puck. Loosened up to Duluth. Down near side to Zanzel. Takes it along the goal line. Sends it corner to corner. Here's Lazura once more with it now for the St. Cloud Sirens. Off the back end by the captain. Shooting off the side of the cage. And that one goes barely wide on a long distance shot. Here's Duluth. Brought back to the defensive end for St. Cloud with 1:07 to go here in the second period. Here's Raid with it now, trying to get through the opposition. Off the back end, one step at a time, just barely off the near side, out of the reach of Zanzel as he stretches for it. Not able to find contact, 56 to go here in the second. Pops out loose to the neutral zone, shooting far side and wide by Duluth. Here's Raid, down low to Zanzel. Zanzel off the back end, looks for the shot. Nice save by the post itself. Off the far side of that cage, and that one is not even registered. Beepy off the back end, just trying to corral the puck like it's a cow. Here's Lazura, topside. Vegs off the back end, just over the stick of his captain from Quebec. Nair not able to pocket that one for two. Duluth out to Lazura, backhand, down the far side lane, 30 seconds to go. Zanzel off the backhand, feeds that one wide over to Raid. Here's Raid with it once more, looking for the pass out in front. Pepe hot on his trail, and he'll send that one back to the Sirens' end. Here's Duluth with 18. Zanzel near side, pressured by Blank. Blank coming out of the crease to play a little aggressive-like. Here's Raid with it now off that back end. Looks for the pass out to Zanzel. Zanzel shooting far side and wide. 10 to go here in the second. Vegs off the forehand. Duluth with a good hip check finds Blank with a try on the clearing attempt. Second try gets it to the neutral zone, thrown right back down, and that will do it for the second period of action. The gap is 4 at the end of 2. St. Cloud Sirens in the lead, 6-2. Both teams putting on the pressure during that second period of action, and the St. Cloud Siren heavily the favors here according to the stat sheets. Both teams ready to rock, both teams ready to roll. We will not keep them waiting. So back to the ice we go. Quebec left side, St. Cloud on the right. Puck is dropped. The game is back underway here in this one. The final chapter, if you will, here in the third. Only 5 more minutes to get whatever you need done. The Quebec Power trailing by 4. We'll see if they can pick up a few loose pieces and make it a jigsaw puzzle. Zanzel throws it loose. Lazura stick checked away by Nair. Goes over to Vegs on that attempt down the near side wall. Nair getting a piece of that one, but not enough to take possession. Here's Duluth with it now. Top side gets this one out to the red line. Blank there to meet Raid. As he loosens that one up, Raid undeterred finds his way back over to Duluth. Duluth near side. Zanzel shooting, scoring, and what a pickup by the St. Cloud Siren today. Newly equipped with his blue and red jersey, and he's just chucking the pucks into the pond like they're flat rocks, ready, right for skipping. 32 seconds into the third, and St. Cloud leads it 7-2. One game played, one hat trick for the man that starts with Z and ends with Ansel. Zanzel looking to take this one down low once again, out in front. Raid in the danger zone, not able to get that one to go, and Blank there to clear it out of the way of harm. PP topside over to Vegs. Vegs off the forehand, throws it down the straight down low to Duluth. Duluth's shot goes to the near side. Rips that one off the near side, just out of the reach of Raid from Lazura's pass attempt. Zanzel getting to work down low, out to Duluth, topside point, looking to polling, shooting off the post and wide, off to the near side. I don't know how it found that lane. So many bodies out in front, it hit none of them. Oh my goodness, what a pop in the corner. Ripping the upper 90s. My goodness, what a shot by Zanzel. Zooey mama. The gap is 6, and I think it's over. I don't know. I could be wrong. They're gonna get a few more. Vegs looking for a little answer. Not able to find one. Zanzel with a good response. Big save there. Sends out towards the top side. Vegs looking for a handle on it. Lazura finds his way back to his captain. Here's Duluth, and now top side over to Raid. The St. Cloud Sirens only giving up 7 seconds of possession time throughout the first 2 periods of action. One of the most lopsided, and there goes another one. Raid with a hat trick here tonight as well. They lead at 9-2 here in the third. Blank getting called to stand on his head in a match like this. And, I mean, the shot totals show you. Oh, what a shot by Nair on the far side. Just like that, they have themselves, well, something to talk about. Good step, finds a shot lane, a small one at that. Quebec on the board for 3. Zert taking pressure top side for the boys in blue. Zanzel with a backhand chip off the body and in. That's unfortunate for he who wears red. 10-3. The gap is now 7. Zer off the backhand. Over to Ray. PP with a handle on this one off that near side. Finds a backhand feed. DeLu in the zone. What a pass. What a play. That was beautiful. That was one of the best goals I've seen this season. Way to make an opportunity real. DeLu chucking it off the far side post. And Sirens versus Mallards. Looking at to be the matchup of the season. I couldn't have said it better myself, Whipple. I'm excited. I want to be around for that one. It's going to be the finals. It's what it's going to be. I can feel it in my bones. Of course, my team hasn't played yet. They're playing later tonight. But there he is, the man of the hour. 4th goal on the board for Quebec. PP sends that one through the uprights. They're waiting on the far side as a little backboard. Was not needed. Halfway through the 3rd. Quebec's now at 4. Eggs trying to advance it on the far side. Lazura here with possession off the forehand. Looking to chop this one down the near side. Lazura, bank pass over to right, shooting off the near side and wide. Here's Vegs with it now. Looking towards that top side to get this one out of the zone. DeLu here in hot pursuit, and so is Nair. Vegs, Nair, back in, shooting. Nice stop there by DeLu at the far side of the face-off dot. DeLu off the backhand, Raid here in the zone, down to the near side, finding his way over to Xantel. Xantel trying to push through the weeds to try to find an opportunity. Top side over to Raid. Raid looking to return it to the sender. Vegs not making it easy. Out to the slot, goes off PP at the point. Here's Raid. Nair chopped over. Xantel from the hip finds Vegs. Vegs here off the backhand. Good try there by Xantel, just not able to find his shot to be true. Back to the point. DeLu shooting. Ah, what a save by Blank. Man, he has been called to arms multiple times tonight, and the 3rd time is the charm. Off that near side, Raid not giving up. Not going to take no for an answer. It's just a word. And 12th goal on the board. They're 2 away from closing this one out early. But can they get it done? Minute 30 to go. It's going to be a rocky one. DeLu looking for a shot towards the cage. Blank here with the answer. Down the near side. Awarded that block. Xantel towards the top side. Looks for the backhand wrap. Goes off the side of the cage. Raid stopped by PP on the near side post. Xantel getting a piece of that one on the exit velocity. Goes off the backhand. PP here off the backhand. Well, knocked loose by, I believe, the server. I've had that happen a couple times. Nair hits the post on a one-timing attempt. Out in front, Xantel off the back end to exit the zone. Here's Raid with it now for St.Cloud. Forehand shot by Xantel goes wide of the cage. 60 seconds. Raid. Lazura moves over to PP. Xantel with a good stick check, finding his way towards the near side. Goes off the near side and wide. Raid trying to jam this one towards that doorstep, but PP not having any of it. With 50 to go here in the 3rd. Quebec just wants one more. Nair. DeLu sent down towards the near side, looking to wrap this one out towards that top side. Vegs here with a good takeaway, shooting off the far side. That one hits the post and careens into the corner. DeLu top side, Xantel with a 2-on-1. Polling, shooting. I don't know where the power went on that, but it disintegrated. It wasn't feeling too well, Mr. Stark, if you will. DeLu off the back end, finds a slot to Lazura, shooting, scores, and there's goal number 13. 25 shots is something I haven't seen a whole lot in 3v3, let alone 4v4, where the pressure's more there. The goaltenders are more prevalent back between the pipes. Blank showing us just that here tonight. Saving almost more times than not, which is rough. 10 seconds to go. Shot goes wide by PP. Nair looking to keep it. Oh, what a shot. Better save, and a clear out by DeLu keeps him alive. And that will end it. 14-4. Quebec put on a great show. That was a good game. I don't care what the score said. That one felt all right. Quebec getting better as the season goes on. They're finding the back of the net a few more times as the nights progress. And by week 6, who knows? They might be a playoff team. Or week 3, they might be a playoff team. Sorry, SPL brain. But 4-14, the final score. St.Cloud Sirens found the net 30 times. They scored 14 of them. All right, before we go to it, how many saves out of the 16 of Quebec do you think Blank had? Because I promise you, you're wrong. unless you say 16, then you might be a little bit more wrong. But you never know. But Quebec played a great defensive game. They shut down a lot of the passing lanes. Just didn't have the puck possession. For a while, they how many 5 seconds of possession time during that 3rd period of action, and they doubled their scoring because of it. But 12 saves. 12 saves of the team 16. He's my player of the game. I don't care if they lost. He had the only takeaways on the team and a massive amount of the possession time as well for the Quebec Power. It's wiggity wackety. I don't know. Blaze is late. We got to restart the game. We got to do a rerun. It was a great matchup. Quebec Power down 14-4. I don't think they should feel bad about it. They're going against, I think, is the tyrants of SPLe, the St.Cloud Sirens, showing us they got what it takes to probably win this possession, or win the possession time, win the turnover game, and maybe win the championship. I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see. But 30 shots, unbelievable. I've never seen 30 shots, maybe ever. Maybe. I can't. I have to think about that one. It's been so long since I've seen 30 as a shot total. But St. Cloud, Pepper and the goaltender, Blank standing on his head back between the pipes. A lot of those saves I would consider to be clips. Those are quality gourmet saves, if I do say so myself. Fun game to watch. Fun game to not really take part in. I wouldn't want to be on the ice for that one. Too much pressure if I'm from the St. Cloud side, and way too much pressure if I'm on the Quebec side. But we'll see what happens. Season's nowhere near over, and the standings show it. We got 2 more weeks of regular season. Everybody plays everybody once. We'll see what they got. 6 teams. Top 4 make the playoffs. The boys are playing their hearts out. But that's going to do it here tonight on the SPLe Network. My name is Darth. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully we'll see you in the next broadcast. That's really all I got for you. I don't have to show this. I just don't have a screen to shuffle towards. Yeah. A few things to note. Going into the later half of the season, I'm going to see if I can get a game results fixture going where you can see the full stat logs of the game. Don't know how much work that's going to take. Don't know if that's even possible to do in spreadsheet easily, but I will try it. Hopefully that'll be out maybe tomorrow if I'm not busy tonight. But yeah, I think we have one more week 1 matchup if I'm not mistaken, and that is happening also tonight at 11. Montreal, Hot Springs. Hot Springs playing their first game. Montreal coming off a defeating loss, 4-5 in overtime. They're going to be looking for a little blood to spill. Also losing in a mercy roll against the St. Cloud Sirens. Of course, that's neither here nor there. I feel like there's going to be a lot of teams that have that defeating feeling by the end of the season to the Sirens. Sirens and Mallards are going to be playing next week. Excited to see that one. Blades, please keep me in the loop on those on that conversation to schedule it, because I want to be there for that one more than life itself. Well, maybe not more than life. If I have to play like a deck hockey game, I won't be here for that. But other than that, I'm solid. I want to watch. But that's all I got for you here tonight on the SPLe Network. You can't see, I'm doing air quotations. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Darth. Hopefully we'll see you in the next broadcast. With that being said, I hope you all have a great afternoon, a great evening, and a great night.